Right. So, the topic for today is your journey is unique. That's what we're exploring today, isn't it, Teresa?
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm. What comes up for you when you hear that your journey is unique?
Yeah, I was reflecting on this earlier, and what came to my mind is that uh, something I saw in a movie. It was a movie about the story of Prophet Musa, peace be upon him. And it was made, I think, from the biblical version or something. And there was a moment in there where Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, is being given orders by God or being given, some inspiration and revelation by God. And uh, it feels really heavy for him, what he has to do, his orders. And then there was a scene that said, uh, Moses, you were chosen. I chose you, meaning like it's like an interaction between him and God. And God is telling him, I chose you. Well, of course, we know that God chose his prophets. However, and I started reflecting, I'm like, wait a minute. Each one of us is a creation of God. Like, why am I here? Like out of all of the billions of people that could have been here, why am I here? And that I am here. And it helped me to see that I'm chosen too. I am chosen. You are chosen. Every single human being that is listening to this is chosen for a specific reason and purpose. And so, therefore, each one of our journeys is unique, is different, is for a reason and a purpose. And it just when I heard that in that movie, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm chosen too. And I started reflecting on like the story of my life, all the events, um, and how I experienced them, and what I used to think and how I see things now. And along the way, I got to realize also that, oh, wow. Every single event that has happened to me and how I interpreted, how I experienced it. My mother and my father were chosen for me. My siblings were chosen for me. All of this. The time that I live in, the time that I was born, the era that I was born, and what's happening in the world, all of that. And then my specific hardships and challenges and insecurities and all these things that I've gone through were also part of the journey for a reason
Mm.
and a purpose. And I realized, wow, it made me have appreciation for the things that I've experienced that, like, I was saying the other day that I needed to go through my hardest, most difficult test in order to help me become who I had the potential, which I didn't even know I had the potential to become. And I would have never, ever gone down that path on my own because
Mm.
I wouldn't have thought of it, right? And so, to me, when you ask me what that's about, reading my own story, understanding my own story, and that there's a reason and a purpose, it helps me to become more appreciative, more grateful, and more curious. Oh, like, what am I meant to see here? Who am I meant to become here? And wow, that I've been chosen. So what does that mean for me? Where am I going to go from here? And it wasn't always like that. And many times, before I understood this, I had this victim story. Like,
Mm.
why is this happening to me? Uh, it's not fair. And there was definitely the comparing game going on, looking around my siblings, my cousins, my friends, my community. And then, I didn't necessarily grow up in the era of social media, but, it's all around us now. And then came that era of like everyone else around me has something great going on. And look at me, you know. So I did get trapped, and every now and then, those thoughts do come up, but then I start to come back into, wait a minute, my journey, my challenges are custom tailored for me for a
Mm,
reason and a purpose. So, let's see. What is it teaching me? What is it showing me? And that's helped to really expand me and grow me and help me to give me courage to do
mm,
things that I would have never considered to do, to get out of my comfort zone and to help
mm.
myself, and then even, be a vehicle of help for others. And that could never have happened if I didn't see that I was chosen and that my whole life has a purpose and all the events and experiences in it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. It's it's very profound. Just understanding that our journeys are unique and we are chosen. It's very profound, isn't it?
Mm.
Is that realization has nothing to do with what my opinion of me and my opinion of my life anymore. All the
Mm.
opinions I've been carrying for years, all that I've been thinking about me, about my life, doesn't matter how long, decades. The moment we understand we are in no race, we we were brought here, we are here for a beautiful reason. If I say it like this, I remember someone saying this, we complete the bigger puzzle.
Mm. We're a part of the puzzle.
We are part of the puzzle and we complete
Yes.
the puzzle. Okay. Like the
Mm.
puzzle, God chose us, like you beautifully pointed out. He wanted us to be part of the puzzle.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Like for someone like me who've had, like you said, victim stories, oh, all my life. I thought I'm the um, most inferior and everybody else is superior. I lack
Mm.
everything, there's nothing I could say was good about me. I kind of like it was very yucky, okay, in my head looking at me, and hence my life seemed like a struggle all through.
Yeah,
Till I
I get it.
till I really, 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 really it took me a time just to understand what you're pointing out right now. Not from our perspective. This only can be understood from God's perspective, from a
Mm.
very different perspective, from the creator's perspective of the creation, not from our perspective, because it's very confusing, right? Because I already have a strong narrative of who I think I am and what the story about my life. It's very confusing when somebody says that you're gonna like, yeah, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. No,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
cannot be
Because
understood.
yeah,
Go,
it's already
go.
solidified in your mind that this is who
Yes,
you are and this is
yes,
what you're about, and I'm just a loser and nobody care, and nobody
yes,
appreciates me or wants me, or like you said, those stories, they feel real and true.
yes. Till the inquiry we are doing, this exploration we are doing, is not from our individual perspectives of who is right, whose perspective is right. Nope. This is from perspective of understanding how the divine design is of how um, each and every creation of God has a very unique purpose. Okay?
Mm.
Everything. everything from a sand to the most insignificant insects. Interestingly, I'm using the word insignificant. It looks insignificant, but we don't know how significant they are in this larger scheme of things, of the functioning of this world, which we hardly have any idea. Okay. We
We
like
think we do.
we
We
think
think
we
we
do.
do.
Yes. Yes. And things we can't even see, there's
Mm,
there's so many things which is keeping us alive right now, like in this room, um, which which we are not even aware of. We can't even see. We hence we are not able to appreciate. The point being, it doesn't matter how messy our stories are. The point is, like you beautifully mentioned, we are not here for no reason. We're here for a beautiful reason, really. It only can be realized. It's not it's not an intellectual debate anymore. And that changes everything. Because from that place, there is no chase of how can I grab my share.
mm,
Okay. There's from that place, I am not looking at I'm going to be left out, FOMO, okay? Fear of missing out here and there. No, when if we understand that we are unique and our journey is unique, which means we get everything we need to get at any point of time. It just comes to us, really.
yeah.
Okay? There's no
That's
chase. There's no chase. But
that's really
today's,
powerful. Can you say that again?
I don't know. It just like like it I the chase game stopped for me when I understood that. Okay, I didn't have to run to get what I think I need. It was an absolute humbling experience that I matter and
Mm,
my journey matters. All the struggles matter, really. It has a purpose. It's for no reason. It has a purpose. Okay? And that purpose can't be understood intellectually. That purpose can only be fulfilled by when the chase stops, when I'm stopping to needing things because it's coming to me anyways. It's that illusion stops. And then something shifts. The giving begins, the contribution begins. It has a very different quality to it, how we show up differently. So today we're just focusing on one small aspect just to stop people on their tracks. Because this stopped me on my, like even when I'm saying this, like it humbles me. Because I don't even know if we can express it in any words which will do justice to this truth. Because this truth is so big, so profound, so deep, yet so simple. So simple. Okay. There's
yeah.
no confusion, right? Because there's no other Raisa ever going to be born in this life ever again. Period. Nope, not possible. No the
Yeah.
Mudassir. That's huge. Now, how can that be ordinary?
Mm,
Can
mm,
that be ordinary? Yeah. So that is for a reason. Only you can fulfill that. Something only you can fulfill, something which I can fulfill. So our journeys prepare us to that state till we start shifting from taking to giving,
mm.
that awakening. And I think that is a good place to ponder. Because this is not about, okay, how does that happen? No, this is not that. This is just realizing, no, It happens. I think that's a good place to pause.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. It's a good place to pause, and I'm reflecting myself on what you just said. The journey shifts. There's a shift from taking to giving
Mm,
because you get what you need when you need it.
that's right.
Mm.
Even before we even understand what we need. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But that topic's for another day. Okay,
Yeah.
of how that works, how our needs are fulfilled, not for today. Because that by
Yes.
itself is another deeper element to understand. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a good place to pause here and yeah.